What happened yesterday shook every one of us. And before anyone starts politics, I need you to hear me clearly. This was human life. Charlie Kirk was a son, a father, a friend, a husband, a colleague. And millions of us didn't just hear about his killing. We saw it. We saw a man executed in front of the world. And that does something to the human brain. The mind is not built to watch an assassination on repeat. The images get stuck. They intrude when you're trying to sleep. They come back when you least expect it. And your body doesn't know the difference between replaying it in your head and living it all over again. That's why so many of you feel on edge, anxious, jumpy, sick. That's trauma. Collective trauma means it isn't just your nervous system. Millions of people's bodies are in fight or flight right now. We are carrying this all together collectively. It's why you might feel like you can't turn off the news, but also can't take in one more second of it. Why you feel heavy, but wired. Why nothing feels safe. So here's what I want you to do right now. Stop the doom scrolling. Trauma compounds with every single replay. Talk about what you saw instead of just letting it echo in your head. Naming it helps your brain file it away. Ground yourself. Move your body. Breathe deeper than what feels natural. Get your feet on the floor and remind your system that you are safe right now. And please don't minimize it by saying, well, I should be fine. I just witnessed a killing. You just witnessed a killing. Nobody is fine after that. This is not about politics. This is about grief, shock, human life, the very real mental health fallout of witnessing violence in public. And the only way through collective trauma is collective care. So check in on people. Really check in. And on top of the trauma, we're sitting in this collective grief. That's when somebody in the public eye dies and many parts of the world feels it all at once. So maybe you didn't know Charlie Kirk personally. Maybe you didn't believe in his beliefs. But his face, his voice, his influence, they were part of the air that we were all breathing. And when somebody like that is taken away, and so tragically, it leaves this hole that millions of people feel at the same time. He had millions of followers, right? So that's why this hurts in a way that feels confusing. You might be asking yourself, why am I grieving somebody I never even knew? The answer is because we grieve influence, presence, familiarity. We grieve the loss of a shared figure in our world. So how do you cope with that? You don't push it down. You don't gaslight yourself into saying it doesn't matter. You let yourself feel it. You talk about it with others who are feeling it too. You step away from the endless coverage when it's too much. And you remember, grief isn't a weakness. It is the most human response that we have to loss. Yesterday was brutal. Seeing that for so many of you could have activated you like it did me in your own loss and grief and trauma. Just remember, kindness is always the strength.